Hey folks, welcome back to the Heine House. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me today. Have an exciting episode today because we're going to be taking a look at an old school PC. In fact, I went through my garage and pulled out three old PCs. One 486, and then I have one which I think has Windows 2000, and then this one, which is probably the newest out of the bunch. This has Windows XP on it. This is my studio PC I built in 1999 or 2000. I built this for my recording studio and did use it for several years. I decommissioned it in 2005 when I moved on to a hard disk Roland base recorder, a VS2000 in fact. But I did use this for some software. I think I have Fruity Loops 4 installed on here and a bunch of other stuff. I haven't fired it up in 15 years. So we're going to hook it up, plug it in, and turn it on for the first time in 15 years. And I'm going to plug it into my capture device, and we're going to see if it boots. Nice. Let's see what's on it, and let's kind of just go through it and take a trip down memory lane. All it has here, it says MSI on the front. I remember putting an MSI board in it. Other than that, I don't remember what GPU's in here or whatnot. I think it's running just basically off motherboard video. But I did put this Audigy 2, this really cool Sound Blaster Audigy 2 on, which I did use quite a bit. Even in today's standards, this audio card is legit. Like, I honestly wish I could take this out. I mean, I guess I could, really. Nothing's really stopping me. But I could use this on maybe a more recent build. But it's got SPDIF in and out. It's got optical in and out. It has RCA aux in. It's got a microphone and headphone volume, and then it has MIDI in and out, and then also a FireWire port on it, and a remote controller, which I still have somewhere laying around. So as we flip it around, take a look at the back. Real basic, nothing crazy here. Yeah, actually, it's true. I don't even see a GPU in it. I just see it running straight off the motherboard video. Here is my audio card here, the Sound Blaster down there at the bottom, and that's it. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. I'm going to take off these screws. Let's open up and take a look inside. It's going to be dusty, but let's see what's inside before we boot it up. All right, as we look in here, sure enough, it looks very late 90s, early 2000s in here. Nothing too crazy. There is, first thing I noticed, there's a Cooler Master fan on the CPU up there. Very, very cool. There's the power supply. This looks just like a good old basic power supply. ATX A6. Yeah, I actually can't really see. If I can zoom in maybe. Value RAM X64 256. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Kingston. Looks like we have maybe 1 or 2 sticks. Actually, I can go ahead and just peek around here. Wow, do I really have just a 256 megabyte of RAM? Probably. Okay, there's that. No external GPU. There's my audio card. That's the Audigy. If we can get underneath here and look, it's very nice. And then looks like we have a couple hard drives here. 2 hard drives. I'm not going to pull them out to see exactly, but yeah, you know, old school stuff. And then a floppy drive up top. And other than that, she's pretty basic overall. It's got a Creative 5X DVD-ROM drive. Hey, DVDs, man. Back in that day, you were balling. You were balling. And then, of course, there's a good shot of the Audigy and then the floppy drive. So, all right, let's plug this up and see if it turns on. Okay, so got it all hooked up. Here's the moment of truth here. Basically, what I have going on, just real basic. Hook this up here like this. I only have 2 USB ports. That's right, only 2 USB ports. In the back, so I put a keyboard, mouse, and then the VGA cable, and then I'm running audio out of the card. I'm not sure what it's set to, if it's set to this card or it's set to the Audigy out front. We're gonna find out. And then I'm using 2 period-specific keyboard and mouse. So I have this just basic Dell optical mouse, That should work no problem, no drivers needed. And also this old school industrial wise clickety-clack keyboard here will not require any drivers, won't search for anything. It should be just plug and play, and away we go. So let's go ahead and fire this up. Here we go, folks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turned on. It beeped. Let's see if we get any signal. I can feel the fan and the power supply working. The fan on the CPU is working. DVD drive works. All right, so that long beep, it can mean many different various things. I don't have the manual or anything in front of me, but typically when you hear a beep like that, it just means that there's some sort of failure. So it's either bad RAM, or the RAM's not seated properly, or even not having a GPU might be an issue. If I had one in before and I pulled it out, that might be the issue. I'm going to replace the battery down here, and I'm going to reseat the RAM and see if I can get this thing to boot. Maybe that's it. Well, yeah, sure enough. You probably, yeah, you're not gonna be able to read that. But sure enough, yeah, Kingston Value RAM KVR 266X64 C25/256. This is 256 of megabytes of RAM in this thing. I honestly, man, yeah, think about that. Think about that. Back in 99 or 2000, I feel like that's even low for that time. But then again, I remember building this, saying to myself, I'm not going to game on this. I'm going to use it specifically for the studio, and really wasn't thinking about putting a bunch of RAM in it. Just think, you don't need a bunch of RAM to do music stuff, do you? Boy. Okay, fresh new battery, reseated the RAM, made sure everything was connected again, replugged in the hard drives and the disk drives and all that. So let's see if we can get this thing to boot. If it doesn't boot, it just basically means it either has a hard drive failure, it has some bad RAM, or it just has some sort of BIOS error. All right, let's try it. Oh, we've got post. We've got post. We've got post. It's happening. There it is. Success. Windows XP. It's booting up. Oh my goodness, folks. There it is. Look at that. Wow, very blurry. Pretty nasty looking, but we're in. We are in. Mouse works. We've got power. Okay, this is exciting. 15 years. Oh boy, what's my login? Dude, oh my, it's taken me back. It has taken me back. And I'm gonna go and just turn my camera off so we can see the full screen. This is exciting. There it is. It is an AMD 1.31 gigahertz, 224 megabytes of RAM, folks. This is my my VS2000 wave converter here. I was importing and exporting sounds into my new recorder. I just got this, the VS2000. Yeah, very cool. Audacity. Here's Fruity Loops 3, in fact. Oh my goodness. There's my Creative Sound Blaster Audigy. Here's all of the stuff for Audigy. Boy, this screen is sure blurry. Isn't that VGA is not very good, is it? Let's go in and see if I can adjust any of the video. Let's see if I can do anything about this display here. Let's take a look. Here we go. 800 by 600. Let's do 1024. No, that's not gonna like that. Oh, that's not bad. That's not horrible. It still doesn't look very crisp, does it? It's really just the fact that because I don't have a graphics card, a GPU in here. It's running off just straight off a motherboard video. You know, for what it is, it's not bad. It's kind of blurry, kind of nasty. That's all we can get here. A couple of old Jay Heine tracks here out my window. The drums. Looks like I was working on, that's off of Higher Standards. Released that in 2006. Let me see if I can get audio hooked up here. Oh, so cool. So here's my old iTunes library. Last played. Let's see when this says last played. Yeah, 2005, 2006. So yeah, I mean, that's right about when I decommissioned it. I moved out and went to college in end of 2007. I did. I got some Daft Punk, some Phil Collins. Got some old songs in here. Very cool. Let's see if any of this stuff plays. Let's go into here. Dude, I love it. Look at that. Look at this Audigy, though. The sound mixer. Dude, I remember setting all this up, man, like way ahead of its time. Look at this cool stuff. Line in, CD audio, your MIDI. It's all mapped. Here's your monitoring for recording what you hear. Oh, you can... Oh, dude, look at this. You can monitor certain inputs. Incredible. There's a little mixer right there. We got audio. Okay, does it play? Does iTunes play? Yeah, we got it. We got it. Let me put on my headphones.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
Taking us back.
I'm just trying to figure out what this girl wants, you know?
All she really wants is you.
But I didn't know it.
So awesome.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I worked so hard at it. So here I go again.
So this is we just take a quick look through my my iTunes here. Like, look at all this stuff. I got my Warren G, Nate Dogg, Brian McKnight, LL Cool J, Aaliyah, Mac 10, Chili Peppers. Like, this is all my old lot of G shit. You know what I'm saying? This is you know how I get down. Simply Red, Coolio. Let me do it by artist because yeah, this is gonna have a ton of stuff that was early stuff. We look over here. I got all my playlists too. Very cool to see. Here's higher standard stuff. These have to be completed final mixes. They look like they are. Personal invitation, December 2004. Look at the date on there. All right. The last time I played it. Let's see what else. Okay, so here we have some songs that I was currently working on. That was a lot of these didn't really get released. Oh my gosh, here it is. It's the original. This became Swingin' on Love. This is my original mix of it. Very cool. Converted songs. Yeah, so these are songs I took out. I was working on the Christmas album. Look at that. Take a look at the date. Created November 7th, 2006. Get You Back. I think that's my Beach Boys remix. I don't think I ever released. See if it plays it. I never released that. Very cool. We'll Get You Back remix. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this PC was really built to do my music and really nothing else. I don't think I even have pictures. Nothing. I have nothing on here. And in fact, I don't think I even had it connected to the internet because I didn't want to get like viruses and all that weird stuff going on. Look at all this. Couple songs. Mario's Fucked. Piano Shit. Piano Yo. Smash Bro drums. Wow. Where are these at? Oh, that's on a different hard drive. That's right. I have two hard drives. Let's take a look. So there's my local. Save here. Look at this. I have a 7 gigabyte hard drive. By the way, I used to go by DJ Frequency. I don't know if you guys ever knew that. Wow. Look at this. I got my different mixes in here. Songs that need a little extra love, reminding me to go back and work on. Songs for the R&B album. Slow hits, Wreck Soul songs. Oh, there's Sweatpants. There is Sweatpants. We have got to go look at that. Slow hits, higher standards. Here's our 80s album I never released. Drums, dance hits, aggressive Arizona. These must have been songs that I must have made right as I moved down. Yeah, look, at the like I said, at the end of 2007. There it is, December 19th, 2007. See if Fruity Loops launches. Oh, there it is. There it is. This takes me back to 2001. Let's see what Mario's Fucked is. Let's see what that one is. These are just little beats, just little ideas, little tunes I wrote. Here's Out My Window. Here are the drums to Out My Window. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look. That kicked pretty hot, huh? That kick slamming. There we go. Yeah, there it is. That's what it looks like. There's my beat, my rhythm there. And then the rest of it I composed, the rest of it I did externally. So cool. What have I done in here? What is this Smash Bro drums? I really don't know. It must have been... I feel like I used this beat for something else. Did I speed it up? Yeah, I don't know. Very cool stuff. I'm just really happy that I was able to get this thing to boot, this thing to work, and here we are. Unbelievable. What is this? 6.69. So what is it? A 10 gigabyte or 8 gigabyte maybe? 8 gigabyte hard drive. Main drive is 40. You think back to the early 2000s, or even just late 90s. You think back to the late 90s, early 2000s. 40 gigs, 60 gigs, 100 gigs. If you're talking 100 gigs, you're like, oh, I'll never use that. I'll never, ever use that. Look at this. Guaranteed hit. Can't trust. Wanna dance. The cut. Kick on all fours. Not titled yet. What's can't trust? Let's see. Should we open this up? Open with Fruity Loops. Let's see. Let's just do a real quick test before we leave. Before we wrap it up and say goodbye. Folks, I have 2 other computers that are older than this. I think one might have Windows 2000. I'm not sure, but it's an older PC. And I know one, I think, has 98 or 95 on it. So we'll go through it too. But let's just take a quick little listen. Old school. Oh, I can tell it's just gonna drop. Turn it up. Old school. It's got that bounce. Still got that J Heine bounce. Always. When did I write this? Let's see if I got properties on it. April 20th, 2004. There you go. 16 years ago. Anyway, hey, if you like this sort of thing, definitely make sure to subscribe, follow along, hit me up in Discord, all on social media as well, Heine House. All the links are in the description below. But give a follow because I'm pulling out all my retro tech, man. We're going through this stuff. We're pulling it out of the garage, and we're seeing if it works, and we're getting it up and running again. All right? It's been real. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.